CaribJet, the most experienced travel agency company in Grenada, serving our clients and businesses for over 40 years. IATA accredited, we issue tickets on 280 airlines, representatives for Condor, the German airlines, and main agents for Virgin, KLM and Air France. We're specialists to the Middle East. Walk in to our ticket office at Maurice Bishop Highway, call 439-4444, WhatsApp 534-7755 or visit caribjet.com.
Being self-employed can be a challenge. There are many obstacles to overcome, like managing operations, paying taxes, and dealing with the uncertainty of the future.
So I've been self-employed for over 10 years now, and in my experience, the NIS has been a lifesaver. When I was injured on the job, the employment injury benefit provided me with a steady income until I could get back on my feet. I was worried about how I was going to pay my bills and look after my family. But then I remembered I'm registered with NIS. I applied for the employment injury benefit and I was approved. I'm now back to work doing what I love, and I'm able to take control of my finances.
NIS provides benefits to self-employed persons in Grenada. And now we have a new approach to make it easier for you to contribute. Now self-employed persons can contribute as little as $660 or as much as $6,600 each year. Choose to pay monthly or in lump sums annually. Enjoy the advantage of no penalties and surcharges. And make self-employed payments even when employed elsewhere.
I'm glad that the NIS has made contributing easier for self-employed people. It is a valuable safety net for when the unexpected happens. Contributing to NIS has given me the peace of mind and security I need to run my business and take care of my loved ones. If you're a self-employed person in Grenada, I encourage you to do the same.
To learn more about self-employment contributions, please visit www.nisgrenada.org or call our information hotline at 440-6647.
Hello and welcome to the MTV Evening News for Monday, the 23rd of October. The headlines in association with the kind compliments of Quartz Grenada Limited.
What you gonna do when the rain is coming down? Nothing more to do when there's no one else around. Bring it back to the middle, push, take it back to the rhythm. Keep it up for good when the sky's falling down. All you gotta do is to bring it to the ground. Hit it up to your inner move. Stop, start, down. Nobody can get what you're going through.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Coming up in the news this evening, police investigating the discovery of a body on Grand Anse Beach. Help for Jean Anglais fire victims. St. George resident charged with attempted non-capital murder. And in sport, Team Grenada represents well at the 2023 Pan Am Games. We'll have details to those and other stories. A look to, of course, at the public forecast information. It'll all be right after the break. Stay with us right here on MTV.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News comes to your compliment Nexa Credit Union. With you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Nexa, 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 right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. In a mysterious and somber discovery, the lifeless body of a young man was found on a beach in the south of the island on Saturday night. As details remain scarce, law enforcement has launched a thorough investigation to uncover the circumstances surrounding this tragic incident.
A somber atmosphere loomed over Grand Anse Beach on Friday night as the lifeless body of a young man, identified by family members as 33-year-old Josh Clark, was discovered floating in the water near the shoreline. The circumstances surrounding the incident remain unclear, and authorities have launched an investigation to determine the cause of this tragic event. Josh, who according to residents resided with his mother on Independence Avenue, Marrast Hill, St. George, has left his family and the community in shock. Our news team visited the community on Monday and spoke with a relative who described him as a non-violent, calm young man.
Never knew him with wrong anybody and any violence and thing. Since I knew him, he's like a humble fella. You understand? But to hear what I hear, what the incident, what happened, I can't really say much about it, but I could still tell I never really know him in anything. You understand? So it's a very sad news to hear.
An older resident in the community, Carl Jones, also described him as a quiet and intelligent individual who had an avid love for sports and academics.
About the individual Josh, very educated. I just see what he's saying, Lehman to me, very cool, interfere with nobody. Me could carry on an intelligent conversation, understand? Always by himself. I won't say he's not a social person, but just that is just him, Yeah. But when you give him a good conversation, he'll talk about all kind of subjects. He like a lot of cricket, a lot of sports and that, So you could get him, You could get him talking along those lines and so, Well, I heard and that, that they found this body on the beach, and it was later identified as Josh.
According to relatives, Josh was last seen leaving his home on Thursday night, leaving many questions unanswered surrounding his discovery at Grand Anse Beach one day later. The community grieves the loss of a young man with a promising future as they await further developments surrounding his mysterious death. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
St. George resident, meanwhile, has been charged with attempted non-capital murder in connection with a shooting incident in Conference St. Andrew. 42-year-old Geron Noel, businessman of Boca St. George, was arrested and charged for the offenses of attempted non-capital murder, grievous harm, possession of an illegal firearm, and possession of ammunition. He was charged following the shooting incident which took place at Conference St. Andrew on the 19th of October. That was involving himself and a resident of Corinth St. David. Noel appeared at the Grenville Magistrates Court on Monday, the 23rd of October, and was granted bail in the sum of $35,000 with 2 sureties. He is required to surrender all travel documents, report to the Grenville Police Station every Tuesday between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. and have no contact with the virtual complainant in this matter. He is scheduled to return to court on Monday, the 29th of January next year, 2024. A St. John man charged for a series of damage to vehicles and stealing made his first court appearance at the No. 2 St. George's Magistrates Court on Monday before Magistrate Tahira Jalino. We get more details in this report.
Cordell Antoine, a 36-year-old labor of Guave Estate of St. John, was arrested and charged by members of the Criminal Investigation Department with 4 counts of damage to property, 6 counts of stealing, and 1 count of housebreaking. The charges were laid against Antoine following investigations into several complaints of damages to vehicles and stealing in St. John and St. Mark within the last month. Additional charges may be preferred against the accused in connection with other complaints. Antoine, who did not have legal representation during Monday's court appearance, was remanded to prison to return to the Guave Magistrates Court on October 31st, 2023. Meanwhile, in an unrelated matter, Reagan Ross from Prison St. George was on Monday, October 23rd, sentenced to 1 month in prison at the No. 2 Magistrate Court. Ross was arrested and charged for driving under the influence of alcohol over the weekend. He appeared before Magistrate Tahira Jalino, who ordered him to pay a sum of $5,000 or to be sentenced to 1 month at His Majesty's prison. However, he was unable to pay the fine. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akela Aberdeen.
A sad weekend indeed for the community of Jean Anglais as family members were left picking up the ashes after a ravaging fire destroying their homes on Friday evening. We get details in this Kayla Flavini report.
Friday evening's blaze completely destroyed 4 houses and left another partially damaged in Jean Anglais St. George. One man who received minor injuries says he was trying to get the fire under control when it became too much to handle.
I was inside. From the time I come out of the room, I see the fire. So I tried to throw the cubs could not come out, so I had to drop it back down and heat out the gas tank. Then I ran back into the car, my children and them, and my mom. I realized what I done down the step. So I tried to run in to see what I could heat out, but I could not make it with nothing.
According to a family member, the blaze started shortly after one child was seen playing with fire. He shared his disappointment with the firefighters, who according to him took almost 1 hour to arrive at the scene.
The fire started from this house. As far as you see, the boy say he went inside, and when they call him and he come out, he realized the couch catching what he wanted to try and do. So the time he grabbed the couch to throw it outside, the couch already blazed. So he couldn't have things because he get burned up all in his stomach. So he had to drop down the couch and try to peel the cylinder outside. The mother can't see, so he had to try to get out with the mother and then grab the children and them. So the house go up in flames. And then the fire truck will delay because call the fire truck, I should be more than an hour. Then the fire go up in flame, then this house come again, he catch again, then the fire just starts spreading.
Another family member, Albert Bishop, says he rushed home after getting the news and was broken after seeing his home in ruin.
Well, I have a cook and bake stove and 2 cylinder gas and my bed and all my clothes. Everything gone. So right now, I don't have nothing more than what I have on. what I have on right now, they all I have right now. So I do have nothing else. So I don't know why I put on a little bit again.
Dexter Thomas lost everything in the fire, including clothes and documents.
I was at work and I got a call. When I got a call, then I called back. Then I realized, well, my wife was serious. So I tell the boss I have to go. They say that it's fire at home. So the boss dropped me to get my car and I rushed through and I seen. Too sad, man.
It's really sad.
Sad, everything just gone down. So many things. Just the day before I bought 2 pack of Pampers. She just used about 2, whatever. Everything gone. Everything gone, I see. Every living thing.
Over the weekend, Member of Parliament for St. George South, Honourable Andy Williams, met with the affected families and provided temporary shelter at the Fox Inn Hotel. Meanwhile, concerned citizens, including well-known singer Rita Augustine, donated clothes and food to the victims. For MTV News, Kayla Flavany.
Muslims in Grenada are standing in solidarity with their brothers and sisters in Palestine. They staged a protest in the capital on Saturday morning in front of the St. George's Fish Market. MTV's Akela Aberdeen has a report.
Long live the people of Palestine! Long live the people of Palestine! Long live the freedom people of Palestine! We say no to illegal occupation. No to illegal occupation. Free the people of Palestine. Free the people of Palestine.
More than 250 Palestinians were killed and nearly 2,000 wounded, and many Israelis killed during the ongoing military and political conflict. Bernard John from the Muslim community was part of the protest representing on behalf of Palestinians.
Now, the Palestinian people, they are related to the Israelis. So how could you treat your brother and your sister that way? You drive into their property, bulldoze their land, and just drive them out and ask them to leave. That is not correct. The latest atrocity we are hearing is that they are holding little children as 5 years old and taking them to the military concentration camp and torturing them. They are charging them for pelting stone while they are carrying guns and bombs.
Yasin Kiblawi from the 360 political movement says they believe that the people of Palestine must be free and the injustice and oppression facing them is unwarranted.
We thought it very important to rally the brothers and sisters, the citizens throughout Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique to take part in a peaceful march to show solidarity for the people of Palestine. We believe that the people of Palestine has a just cause, a cause for liberation, a cause for justice, a cause for equality. We say and we support the Palestinian struggle to end illegal occupation in the lives of the 2.5 million Palestinians.
Showing his solidarity to the Palestinian people was well-known television host Baron Campbell.
The collective punishment of 2.3 million people, the carpet bombing of Gaza, the indiscriminate killing of children, thousands of children. This can't be right. This is not to say that the killing of anyone, particularly in Israel, is legal or is barbaric.
The Muslim community remains committed to supporting the people of Palestine by hosting other protest actions in different parishes in the coming weeks. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akela Aberdeen.
That's the first segment of the evening news. We'll be back with you after the break.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News came to you in association with Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. 'Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. This promotion is extended to Monday, the 20th of November, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
with an Accel Back to School loan. Visit today or call us on 435-8222.
Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance help you joy of learning.
Your new Grenlec bill is even easier to read and still has all the valuable information you need to track and manage your usage.
Hey Mom, okay, your friendly tech support is here. So you got the new Grenlec bill? Let's take a look. The new bill makes it even easier to see your bill total, the due date, and much more. And take a closer look. It actually is a lot easier to understand. Let me show you. You can still see exactly what the charges are for, but in a great new format, it even shows how the cost of generating and delivering the electricity to you is calculated using your actual usage. And Mom, let Lucy know she can check out Grenlec's new Understanding Your Bill video. Anyway, look who says hi, and see you soon.
Your new Grenlec bill, easier to understand and easier to track your usage.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit. Because I'm self-employed, anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility.
Qualify for a flexi credit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Arise's mobile internet experience app. Flexi Credit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your Flexi Credit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Arisa loan terms and conditions apply. Arisa Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Welcome back. In a vibrant celebration of artistic diversity, a three-day dance festival culminated on Sunday, featuring an array of contemporary and traditional dance styles performed by talented local and international dance artisans. We get more from Troy Gill.
The curtains have closed on the three-day 2023 Dance Grenada Festival, an event that saw the fusion of contemporary and traditional dance styles presented by a talented cast of local and international artists. The event, which began on Friday and concluded this Sunday, provided a platform for the convergence of dance forms from around the world. Throughout the 3 days, the festival resonated with the rhythm of various dance genres, also featuring Grenada's traditional folk dance and folklore, whilst fostering a sense of unity and appreciation for diverse dance traditions. Member of One Unit Dance Grenada is Nigel Cruikshank.
Dance is just a way of sharing, and it doesn't matter if you can't dance or if you're scared to come out. We're all an open space, and it's just to come and have fun and share emotions and just have a good time.
Dance Grenada scholarship recipient, participant, and local dancer Denoj Alexis also shared her experience over the 3-day period.
So I believe that the trainers, the people who teach us, they're amazing people to have such knowledge and be able to pass it on to us. And I really enjoyed each class. Each class was different, had different energies. We had soca, now we have Shango, and it's just a vibe.
Our news team also spoke to international festival artist and facilitator, artist Donovan Herring.
Oh, I love Dance Grenada. It's an amazing festival where we learn so many dances from the diaspora. I think my favorite is being on the island with such a rich culture that we learn the traditional dances and the folkloric dances of the island that then help permeate and inform the work that I do, the work that we do as those that continue dancing dances of the diaspora and traditional dances. So it's fantastic.
Artistic Executive Director and founder of Dance Grenada, Shola K. Roberts, says she is satisfied with the festival and what it was able to achieve.
I believe the festival captured every inch of intention that I had set out in terms of just building community, collaboration, artistry, sending out healing power. I thought the weekend was filled with enriched, substantive, embodied practice and dialogue centered around the art of dance.
The festival also featured local renowned dance artisans, including Cecilia Griffith and Keith Williams. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
In a promising development following last week's devastating fire at the St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School, the bidding process for the construction of a new school at its original site has begun. Meanwhile, students remain in limbo, awaiting word on when and where they can resume their education. Troy Gill has details.
PTA officials from the Grenville Anglican School provided an update on the school following a recent spate of vandalism, theft, and a subsequent school fire that nearly destroyed the institution. The official revealed that due to the extensive damage caused by the fire, students have been forced to stay at home for an additional week. According to the PTA, the school is eagerly awaiting feedback from the Ministry of Education regarding the necessary steps to rebuild or reopen the school. In the meantime, the students' return to the classroom will be delayed as they will be on midterm break. In an earlier report, the Education Minister indicated that they will explore the possibility of having students housed at alternative locations in and around Grenville so the students can be subject to psychosocial interventions and resume classes for the remainder of the school term. According to a release from the Ministry of Education, the government of Grenada has received financing from the Caribbean Development Bank in the amount of $19,455,700 US towards the cost of the Grenada Education Enhancement Project Phase 2. The Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture, and the Ministry of Infrastructure, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation and Transportation is responsible for the overall implementation of the project and intends to invite sealed bids from eligible and qualified bidders for the construction of the St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School. According to the release, the scope of work will include the construction of a new 3-story building that will contain 22 classrooms, multipurpose facilities and administration, external comprising of pavement and parking areas, site drainage, perimeter fencing, road repairs, and wastewater treatment facilities. This new facility is expected to be constructed on the original site of the school in the town of Grenville St. Andrew in the not-too-distant future. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Karine James, says her ministry will prioritize initiatives toward mainstreaming climate change within government sectors that will help in successfully implementing some of the projects in their policy documents. Minister James believes that there are many benefits which can be realized from mainstreaming climate change.
When we speak about mainstreaming climate change, it's not only about bringing awareness to some of the challenges that we experience because of climate change, but it's also about building climate resilience and building our local capacity here to be able to write concept notes and projects and proposals that would bring us through to actually implementing successfully some of those projects that we have agreed to in our policy documents.
According to Minister James, climate change is everyone's business, and that it's important that citizens learn how to limit the effects of climate change on the country and the region on the whole.
I know that the officers within the different ministries would implement it. Most of them weren't aware of some of the basic things that they would see, as a cause for concern. And so I think everybody at the end of the day will have a deeper sense of appreciation for what the ministry does and how can we move Grenada forward.
The Grenada Airport Authority celebrated International Day of the Air Traffic Controller last Friday. The profession plays a critical role, of course, in aviation safety as they monitor, coordinate and direct the movement of aircraft within the airspace and on the ground. That would be to ensure safety and to maintain safe distances between aircraft to prevent collision. Hernel Panchu, president of the Grenada Air Traffic Controllers Association, stressed on the importance of Air Traffic Controller Day, stating that these are the people who work behind the scenes to ensure that all journeys are safe.
Air traffic control is a core function that ensures safety for your travels. And what we do, Grenada has a piece of airspace that belongs to us, and what we do is that we monitor, direct, and coordinate the movements of flight in the sky and on the ground to prevent collision. As we celebrate Air Traffic Controllers Day, we would like to bring further awareness to the trial and state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique.
Panchu says the occupation is open to all those who have a keen interest in the field of aviation, as the Grenada Airport authorities are always recruiting persons. That's the second segment of the Evening News Monday, with more still to come after the break. Stay with us. The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it. Accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matterson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Pritimatini Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Something legendary stirs on the horizon.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie.
Saturday, December 23rd, the National Cricket Stadium. A night unlike any other. Can you feel it? From the heart of reggae, rising like a phoenix, the unmatched, the unparalleled Sizzla. But hold on, who else will be on the stage? Can you guess? It's a reggae explosion inside a December to remember. The suspense will lift and history will be made. Are you ready to be part of the legend that is Sizzla?
Introducing the NIS Dream Loan, where possibilities are boundless and your aspirations are our priority. No matter where life takes you, NIS Dream Loans are here to make your dreams a reality. From purchasing your first plot of land or dream property, to renovating spaces, building your home, and seamlessly switching mortgages, we cater to every step of your journey. And here's what sets us apart. We offer easy financing options with competitive interest rates, quick approval processes, and flexible repayment terms. So why wait? Apply now and let our dedicated NIS team guide you through this exciting journey. Visit nisgrenada.org/dream loan or call 440-3309 to book an appointment. Terms and conditions apply. Your dream awaits.
A Touch of Class, presented by Regan Mendez and friends. The music, the magic, a full choir together with musicians, singers, dancers, and band, presenting a classical treat at the Grenada Trade Center on November the 19th at 7:30 p.m. A Touch of Class awaits you. Indulge in the classics from Carmen, Phantom of the Opera, and more. A musical evening filled with passion and excitement. A Touch of Class. Tickets are available at Côte-Fête and Grenadian Optical for only $75. A Touch of Class.
Business in 3 comes to you in association with GIDC, empowering the Spice Isle.
Welcome back. Skincare is important for everyone at all stages of life, and having healthy, glowing skin is something that we all want, of course. Well, let's look no further. Lux Treasures has just the products to help you achieve this. In this evening's edition of MTV's Business in 3, host Donna Hostin speaks with Chanel Andrew, owner of Lux Treasures.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another edition of MTV's Business in 3. Today we are speaking with Chanel Andrew, the owner of Lux Treasures. Now, she's going to tell us about her products and why it is so important to support small businesses.
Hi, my name is Chanel and I am a skincare formulator. So I formulate natural ingredients using ingredients derived from fruits and plants. As you can see in front of you, this is just a small display of some of the products that I have available. One of the products that I am really proud of is our Mommy Cares product. It helps children who suffers with eczema, psoriasis, and it can be used on children as young as 3 months old.
Okay, so just tell us, why is it that you got involved in what you're doing today?
Well, it kind of started with me. I had an issue with my skin and I thought I tried everything under the sun. So I went down in this rabbit hole and I said, let me see what how I can fix my skin. So it started with that, and then I was able to formulate a product that worked for me. And so I decided to educate myself a little bit more on chemistry and just skincare formulation on a whole, natural products, how to use it, that type of thing. And it led me here. And then it started also with my son as well. So that's why I created the eczema product as well.
Tell us about, you spoke about one of the mommy products. Yeah, that's the Mommy Care products. That's one of your favorites, I am assuming now?
Well, all of the products here are my favorites, and the ones that are not here. But that's one of the products that I am most proud of, because the feedback and the result has been at least like a 90% rate in terms of results. So far, this product has proven itself in terms of working efficiently. These products here are foot soak products, so it was formulated for persons who, I just want to bring the spa to your home, and that's why it looks the way it looks. And then I have my body shimmer. Ladies, pick up your body shimmer. It's a really nice, subtle shimmer. Of course, the famous body polish. The ladies go crazy for the body polish because it's important to exfoliate your skin. And so I've created a a product that has glycolic acid. And of course, I have the Evamere cream. That's another hot seller for the ladies. If you have darkened inner thighs, underarms.
As there you have it, we are speaking to Miss Andrew, the owner of Lux Treasures. Thank you for viewing this week's edition of MTV's Business in 3. I am Donella Hosten.
It's the MTV Evening News Monday. Regional highlights are next.
Business in 3 came to you in association with GIDC, empowering the Spice Isle.
Do you have or plan to start a business or project in the agribusiness, tourism, health and wellness, ICT, or energy sectors? You too can qualify for investment incentives such as duty-free concessions, tax credits, and tax waivers and exemption. Just fill in the application form, submit all the relevant documents, and your application can be processed in as little as 7 days. It's that simple. Contact us today to know more about investment incentives.
Welcome back. Let's now join Janessa Panchu for this evening's Regional Roundup.
This is the Regional Roundup for today. I am Janessa Panchu. The Jamaican Cannabis Licensing Authority has issued a total of 160 multiple category licenses as of September 2023. Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Oberlin Hill, has said. Speaking at the 3-day Canex Jamaica Business Conference at the Montego Bay Convention Center that ended on Sunday, he said this signifies continued expansion and development of Jamaica's growing cannabis industry. The number of cultivator licenses granted by the category includes 35 Tier 1 cultivators license, 23 Tier 2 cultivators license, and 12 Tier 3 cultivators license. The number of processing licenses granted included 12 Tier 1 processing license and 2 Tier 2 processing license. The number of retailer license granted by category includes 63 retail and hub house license, he added. Additionally, the CAL granted 5 research and development experimental license and 8 transport license, enabling the safety and regulated movement of cannabis products across the country. The Miami-based National Hurricane Center at its 5 p.m. bulletin on Sunday said Hurricane Tammy is moving away from the Caribbean islands, but has warned that swells generated by Tammy will continue to affect portions of the Lesser Antilles during the next few days. Later Friday into Saturday, the Category 1 Hurricane Tammy was bearing down the islands of the Lesser Antilles, and Antigua and Barbuda was placed under hurricane warning. However, the system made a slight northward shift on Saturday, and the islands of Antigua was spared the worst. Barbuda experienced most of the heavy winds and rain, which led to fallen trees, flooded roads, and damage to a communication transmission tower. But authorities are awaiting details to report from Barbuda to assess the extent of the impact. Security in Haiti, where violent gangs control large swaths of the country, has collapsed even further, with the number of major crimes hitting record highs, the UN representative to the improvised Caribbean nation warned Monday. A report on Haiti from the UN Secretary General published Monday cited an increase in the number of indiscriminate killings, kidnapping, rapes, and attacks on several urban neighborhoods considered relatively safe until recently. The security situation on the ground continues to deteriorate as growing gang violence plunges the life of the people of Haiti into disarray, and major crimes are rising sharply to new record highs, UN envoy Maria Isabel Salvador told the Security Council. She said she hoped the expected deployment of the multinational intervention force led by Kenya could improve matters. Major crimes, including international homicides and kidnapping, surged at unprecedented rates, mostly in the West and Antibonite Department, home of the capital of Port-au-Prince and the city of Gonaives, the new report said. And that's it for this evening's Regional Roundup. I am Janessa Panchu.
This is the MTV Evening News. We'll be back with you after the break.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. This promotion is extended to Monday, the 20th of November, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Make your move with Quartz Ready Cash and get a payment holiday for the holidays. Plus, with your next Quartz Ready Cash loan, you can enter to win up to $20,000 cash, plus other fabulous prizes in the Ready Cash Mega Money Roadshow. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Fund your life your way with Quartz Ready Cash. Get $100 cash when you refer a friend to Quartz Ready Cash. The more friends you refer, the more cash in your hand. Apply now. Visit shopquartz.com. Make your move with a loan from Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Climate change is real, bringing hotter days and less rain. Less rain means less water, so it's crucial for us to conserve water at home. When washing my vehicle, I use a bucket with rainwater that I have stored. This is how I save water. What are you waiting for?
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg Debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenleg Debates, September 2023. Tune in.
Something legendary stirs on the horizon.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie.
Saturday, December 23rd, the National Cricket Stadium. A night unlike any other. Can you feel it? From the heart of reggae, rising like a phoenix, the unmatched, the unparalleled Sizzler. But hold on, who else will be on the stage? Can you guess? It's a reggae explosion inside a December to remember. The suspense will lift and history will be made. Are you ready to be part of the legend that is Sizzler?
Team Grenada represents well at the 2023 Pan Am Games. That highlight and more coming up for you in this evening's sporting segment.
The MTV Evening Sports is brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
We've got 101 reasons for you to shop at Courts now. Get up to 35% off selected items store-wide. Save on select lounge sets, fridges, stoves, washers, mattresses, smart TVs, and more. Get what you want today with no cash and make your first payment in 90 days. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield extended warranty. So there's 101 reasons to shop at Courts. Courts, bringing value home. Promotion runs from September 25 to October 23, 2023. Conditions apply.
A special evening to you now, sporting fans. Here's Troy Gill with this evening's sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. A contingent of around 40 vehicles, 35 bikes and 150 people traveled to St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the Beckway Express for the country's 44th Independence Motorsport over the weekend. The vice president of the Grenada Motor Club is Jeremy Peters.
This is an annual trip that they have every year. They give the St. Vincent Association great support in regards to having a combination of bikers, autocross guys, you know, the four-wheel drive cars and four-wheel drive jeeps, you know, and also to the drag racing activities. So this is a big moment that we usually have, especially assisting with the sport and tourism when it happens over there at that particular time.
One of the members that will take part in the Fun Day drag racing is Flaming Christoph.
So we're going over there to have some fun and to look for some guys in the same competition level and see if we could come out on top in Grenada as the motorsport industry is growing. And it will be nice to see a lot of us and a lot of more young guys taking part in this and growing with us in the sport. And it's a lovely way to enjoy and put your little efforts and your little knowledge in growing. And again, thank you to Mr. Jason Johnson for having me here with the car and to having the power that I've managed to make out of it, and there's a lot more in there to come.
One of the people from Grenada who also competes in the car sound competition is Mike Noel.
It is amazing. The first time I went there as a guest, a spectator, and I was able to represent my country, my teammates, and come out victorious. Together with Mr. Sheldon Saint-Hilaire, that was the first set of fellas who really go out there and give our country's name throughout this arena.
National swimmer Zachary Gresham represented Grenada in the 100-meter fly at the Santiago 2023 Pan American Games. Gresham finished 8th in his heat with a time of 56.91 seconds. He continues competition in the men's 100-meter backstroke on Monday, October 23rd. Here are some highlights of the race. Meanwhile, national boxer Tishon Jones for his outstanding performance in his bout against Brazilian fighter Yuri Falco dos Reis. Though not advancing from the preliminaries round of 16, Jones showed a fighting spirit throughout, and we are proud of his efforts. More updates will come in a later newscast. An impressive maiden list 100 from their captain Shane Dorrich steered combined campuses and colleges to a thrilling win over Windward Islands Volcanoes off the last ball on Sunday. The experienced wicketkeeper batsman struck only 3 fours and 3 sixes in an undefeated 102 off 101 balls, and CCC successfully chased 268 at Frank Worrell Field to record their first win of this year's tournament. Shane Dorrich speaks to CWI Media after his match winning, unbeaten 100 to lead his CCC team to victory over the Windward Islands Volcanoes. And that's it for this evening's sports. I am Troy Gill.
The latest sporting highlights there for you, and when we return, viewers and listeners, we'll have the public forecast information for you and then a recap of the main stories.
The MTV Evening Sports was brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
MTV Weather Report comes to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
We have the will to overcome. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
Good Monday evening, viewers. Once again with your nighttime weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. The sunny weather continued throughout the Eastern Caribbean today, except the islands to the north, which saw significant cloudiness and some showers from a spiral band complements Hurricane Tammy. Hurricane Tammy is moving off into the to the northeast into the open Atlantic. Of course, it poses no threat to Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique. We do, however, have a large area of cloudiness, not showing signs of development anywhere there, but with lighter winds being generated as a result of Tammy to the northeast, we could see some of that cloudiness moving into our area and bringing us some showers. Those are the major features in the Atlantic at the moment, as we keep our fingers crossed and hope for some rain. The cloudiness to the east, we do have significant showers in that area there, and as I said, winds are relatively light, going to be light to calm tonight, so we hoping that some of those showers would impact us. The forecast for Monday night is for scattered showers. A bit fair at first. We're going to see very, very light winds, easterly to east south, easterly light to calm, a minimum temperature around 24. The moon, it rose earlier today at 1:57. It's going to set tomorrow morning at 1:51. Scattered showers again on Tuesday. Southeasterly winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour, a bit lighter sometimes. By afternoon time, the winds should start picking up. Moderate to choppy seas, 5 to 7 foot waves. Sunrise is 5:57, sunset 5:44. We're still going to see a bit of sunshine in and between. Temperature will climb to 30 and feel like 34. The UV index will be moderate. Scattered showers in both Port of Spain and Bridgetown. Isolated showers for Kingston. Afternoon showers in Miami. Morning showers in London. Partly cloudy skies are in the forecast for New York. Back here at home, there is about a 50 to 60% chance of some isolated showers on Wednesday. Partly cloudy conditions after that, but still with a high chance of some isolated showers. By Saturday, clear skies. UV index will climb to become high. By the middle of next week, we should be seeing lots of sunshine and fewer clouds. That is it for me for Monday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Tuesday.
MTV Weather Report was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Police investigating the discovery of a body on Grand Anse Beach. Help for Jean Anglais fire victims. St. George resident charged with attempted non-capital murder. And in sport, Team Grenada represents well at the 2023 Pan Am Games. We've had details to those and other stories. A look to at the public forecast information this time round for Monday. And so now on behalf of the news and production departments, I'm Tony Julian. We all thank you for viewing and wish you a good night.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Wilfred Paul, also known as Mr. Paul, Lanza and Dreamer, of Lamode St. George, a former employee of Jonas Brown and Harry, passed away on Saturday, September 30th, 2023, at the age of 91. He was the father of Madeline James, Hilary Paul, Jocelyn Paul Thomas, Ethel and Andrew Paul, grandfather of Anrol, Cadru, Jeremy, Jeddy, Jana and Matthew James, Jada, Steve, Michael, Andrew and Zoe Paul, great-grandfather of Michael, Lakeisha, Christina and Lakeisha Paul, brother of Shirley Bertrand in the United Kingdom, Godwin Paul in Aruba and Anna in Grenada, brother-in-law of Agnes Doyle and Christiana Thomas and Ulrich Thomas, father-in-law of Amariah James and Derek Thomas, uncle of many including Gillian, Jason and Debbie, caregivers Mary Nori and Ethel Paul. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including the Paul family of Grandroy, St. Patrick and Vincent St. David, the Hankey family of Lamode, Joycelyn Sylvester Gary, Paul and Siddiqui Sylvester, the Doyle family of Lamode, the Sylvester family of Fontenoy, Joseph and Charles Paul, John Botus, Spratch, Painter, Francis, Amon, Dexter, the Purcell and Nixon families, the Lacrat family of River Road, and friends and neighbors of Lamode and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Wilfred Paul, also known as Mr. Paul, Lanza and Dreamer, of Lamode St. George, will take place on Tuesday, October 24th at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Beaulieu Roman Catholic Church, and interment will be at the Beaulieu Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Anastasia Patsy Bethel Maureen, also known as Patu, of Petite Martinique, who resided at Corinth St. David, a well-known tourist vendor, passed away on Sunday, October 1st, 2023, at the age of 72. Left to cherish her memory are her husband William Maureen, children Jerry Bethel, Heather Maureen Bartholomew, Justin, Cassius, Paul, Hubert, Yolande and Joe Maureen, siblings Maudrey, Walston, Kelly, Joe and Sheila, 24 grandchildren, 10 great-grands, many nieces, nephews and cousins in Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, too numerous to mention, many aunts-in-law and cousins-in-law, too numerous to mention, daughters-in-law Angie and Kira Maureen, other relatives and friends including Melina Tillock and family of Petite Martinique, the Benjamin family, Irina and family in Petite Martinique, the Bethel families in Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, the tourist vendors of the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, and friends and neighbors of Stone Street, Coles Gap, Corinth and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Anastasia Patsy Bethel Maureen, also known as Patu, of Petite Martinique, who resided at Corinth St. David, will take place on Tuesday, October 24th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Corinth Seventh-day Adventist Church, and interment will be at the Corinth Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Troy Therado Anthony Henry, also known as T, of Lasaja St. David, who lived in the USA, entered into rest on Friday, October 6, 2023 in Grenada at the age of 55. Surviving relatives are his significant other Julie Smart, children Troy Anthony Christian Henry and Tyler Christine Henry, grandfather of Adriel and Amari St. Louis, Zulani Abraham Anderson, and Naila Rose Ingram. He was the brother of Gerald Tyrone Henry, Thera Henry Sylvester, Trudy Henry Fleming, Tammy Henry, Dwayne Trent Henry, and Trista Henry Innes, nephew of Helen Milkson, Jean Lawrence, Stephen Hunt, Errol Hunt, and Ireel Henry, uncle of 14 including Shannon, Zakima, and Zakira, brother-in-law of Colvin Sylvester, Ron Fleming, Corey Innes, and Karen Hostin Henry. Many other relatives and friends including Morris Louisaw, Joan Smart, Katonia and Jonathan Smart, Marcia and Donald Golding, Beverly Campbell, Keith Mitchell, Deborah Knox, Nikisha Bartholomew, Kalisha Granger King, Andrew, Joey, Mikey, Winston, Chris, the St. Bernard family, the Joseph and Henry families of Latente St. David, the Hunt and Purcell families of St. George's, and friends and relatives of Lasaja St. David. The funeral of the late Troy Therado Anthony Henry, also known as T, of Lasaja St. David, who lived in the USA, will take place on Thursday, October 26th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Seventh-day Adventist rites, and entombment will be at the St. George's Center Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Agatha Phyllis Smith Felix, also known as Phyllis, of Corinth St. David, who resided in the USA, died on Thursday, October 5th, 2023 in the USA, at the age of 96. She was the mother of Dr. Vernon Francis, Valden Smith, and Michael Vaughan Smith, also known as Spades, all in the USA. Sister of Elsa Mason, Carmen Phillip, Sandra Calder, Celia, Margaret and Andres Francis. Grandmother of 12, great-grandmother of 25. Aunt of Gracie and Septimus John in Trinidad, Judelyn Smith, Connie St. John, Magdalene Andy Francis, and many others too numerous to mention. Friends and relatives of Corinth St. David and in Grenada and the USA. The funeral of the late Agatha Phyllis Smith Felix, also known as Phyllis, of Corinth St. David, who resided in the USA, will take place on Thursday, October 26th at the New Bethany Gospel Church in the USA. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Shirley Gertrude Pope Nina Ryan of Redmond, who resided at Union St. Mark, died on Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023, at the age of 80. Left to mourn are her children Mervyn, Grace, and Shannon, stepchildren Sherma and Ryan, grandchildren Dari, Sachin, Sajani, Brittany, Nia, Shalia, Zidane, Sashon, and Sanaya, great-grandchild Shivanjali Narayan, brothers Enrol and Rohan, sisters Jesslyn, Marjorie, and Rodica, daughters-in-law Fiona and Nisha, son-in-law Raymond, sisters-in-law Sharon, Debbie, Joyce, Teresa, and Esther, nieces and nephews Melvin, Imran, Subrina, Karen, Jonathan, and Robert, caregivers Carnisha and Nikisha, nurse Kalita, and Dr. Carey Williams. Many other relatives and friends including the Narayan, Balwant, Elahi, Tika, Andal, Fletcher, and Pope families, Judy-Ann, Nikki, Everest, Telston, Daniel, Marlon, and Kerry in the UK, and other relatives and friends of Redmond, Fountain, Diego Peace, Union, Chantimel, and Moran. The funeral of the late Shirley Gertrude Pope Nina Ryan of Redmond, who resided at Union St. Mark, will take place on Friday, October 27th at 2 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Samaritan Presbyterian Church, and interment will be at the Morley Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Eileen Alexis Nee Brown of Archibald Avenue, St. George, passed away on Sunday, October 1st, 2023, at the age of 102. She was the mother of Arlene Kirkpatrick, Franca Alexis Bernadine, and Frida Alexis Shim, mother-in-law of Dr. Dexter Wesley Shim of Trinidad, sister of Mr. Joseph C.I. Brown of St. Vincent and family, and Mrs. Nuala Maniz of Lansupine. 8 grandchildren: Dr. Dexter Frank Johnson, Dr. Dominic Johnson, Dr. Shane Alexis, Dr. Aisha Kirkpatrick, Daniel Shim, Aria Johnson St. Louis, Amanda Johnson Gardiner, and Councillor Lydia Johnson Pascal. Grandsons-in-law Teddy St. Louis and Dr. Todd Pascal. Granddaughter-in-law Anne Johnson. 5 great-grandchildren: Nia McLean, Alexis Gardiner, Teddy and Ronald St. Louis, and Vivian Pascal. Nieces and nephews: Fiona Graves and family, Brandon Monroe, Anya Chow Chang and family, Luana Boyack and family, and Richie Maniz. Many grandnephews and nieces and family, friends overseas, and friends and neighbours of Archibald Avenue, the Villa St. George's, Grenville, St. Andrew, and St. Patrick. The funeral service for the late Eileen Alexis Nee Brown of Archibald Avenue, St. George, will take place on Friday, 27th October at 9:15 a.m. Funeral service will be held at the Blessed Sacrament RC Church Grandons, and interment will be at the St. George's Top Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Reverend George Milton Guy, also known as the Gap Man of Lauriston, Carriacou, pastor of Glad Tidings Pentecostal Assembly, Hillsborough, Carriacou, passed away on Tuesday, September 12th, 2023, at the age of 68. He was the beloved husband of Geraldine Guy, dear father of Georgie, Gerard, Jiel, Gideon, and Jemima, grandfather of Jerianne, Sariah, Eli, Giselle, Delise, and Aziel, brother of Phyllis, Gloria, Gemma, Marva, and Dolores, uncle of Roger, Rhonda, Risa, Chanel, Shakira, Falana, Shireen, Theron, Curry, Joy, Kenny, Chiron, Vanessa, Hazelan, and Rashida. Other relatives and close friends, including fellow workers of the Pentecostal Assemblies of the West Indies, Grenada District, Bishop and Sister Christopher Baker, and members of the Pastoral Fraternity, friends and ministers of full gospel churches in the USA, Trinidad, Dominica, and Grenada, Uncle Arthur's Bernard in England, the Bedeau, Billy, John, and Caesar families, and family and friends in the USA, England, and Trinidad, neighbors and friends in Carriacou and Grenada. The funeral of the late Reverend George Milton Guy, also known as the Gap Man, of Lauriston, Carriacou, will take place on Friday, October 27th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Lauriston Mini Stadium, Carriacou, according to Pentecostal rites, and interment will be at the Brunswick Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Pamela George, also known as Teacher Pam of Mount Nesbitt, St. John, passed away on Saturday, September 30th, 2023, at the age of 59. She was the mother of Everton, Kester, Corinne, Daryl, and Tira George, adopted mother of Tanith Williams, Maverick Legall, and Laurie Jerome in the USA. Close friend of Anthony Edon Noel. Grandmother of Shanika George, Tayshawn, Dante, Jayshawn and Carrie George, and Kaylee Slinger. Sister of Pastor Anthony George, Ronnie George in the UK, Philip George, Deborah Chase and Oneki Hutton. Aunt of many. Mother-in-law of Claudel George and Lisa Slinger George. Sister-in-law of Linton Chase and Nella George. Caregiver Dawnette Deslin Alexander. Many other relatives and close friends, including Elvis Noel and family, Hassim Jurakan, Anika Morris, Teresa Alexander, Joy Wilson, Janet Fraser, the George and James family of Loretto, the Frederick Mitchell and Henry family of Grove, the Frame family of Chantimel, the Phillip family in Trinidad, Honorable Karine James and members of the NDC, members of the Grenada Union of Teachers, staff and students of the St. Rose Modern Secondary School and the St. Peter's RC Primary School, and friends and neighbors of McNesbitt, Grove and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Pamela George, also known as Teacher Pam of McNesbitt St. John, will take place on Friday, 27th October at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grove Open Bible Church, and interment will be at the Douglaston Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Joan Elizabeth Thomas née Benjamin, also known as Mommy Joan and Jono, of Moran St. John and Queens, New York, USA, died on Thursday, October 12, 2023, at the age of 87. She was the mother of Diana, Lester and Chester in the USA, Sharon, and Dave and Ellen, Miss Moran, in Grenada, stepmother of Ingrid George, sister of Maureen Wade and Ronald Vincent, grandmother of Sean, Isha, Amy, Cheston, Renee, Nigel, Brandon, Robert, Ariel, Chasson, Ayana, Issachar, Glendon, and Angel. Great-grandmother of Ashante, Kishon, Destiny, Selena, Jordan, Omari, and Ashanti. Mother-in-law of Richard, Tira, and Faithlin. Aunt of Jimmy, Kelvin, Michael, and Wendy. Other relatives and close friends, including Faye Thomas and family, Carl Wilson and family, Edris Benjamin and family, Helen Sony and family, Jetris Banfield and family, Teresa Mammy Dear Gordon and family, Leona Jones and family, Veronica Mitchell and family, Glenna Mall and family, Catherine Joseph and family, Pastor Carlos and the members of the Far Rockaway Gospel Tabernacle, Queens, New York, pastor of the Elim Pentecostal Church, Grove, St. John, and friends and neighbors of Moran and Grove, caretakers Lena Thomas and Nerissa Francis. The funeral of the late Joan Elizabeth Thomas née Benjamin, also known as Mommy Joan and Joan O, of Moran St. John and Queens, New York, USA, will take place on Friday, October 27th at 2 p.m., with tributes commencing at 12:45 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grove Berean Church, and interment will be at the Douglaston Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Garvis Filbert Charles, also known as Bro and Old 10 Cents, of Rosehill, who resided at Snellhole St. Patrick, passed away on Friday, 22nd September 2023, at the age of 78, left to mourn his adopted family, including Rhonda, Edmund, Shifra, Eli and Alexa John, Patricia Filbert, and Agatha Thomas, also known as Jennifer. Brothers and sisters Leonard Mark, also known as Dee Dee, Lennox and Leroy Charles, Richard and Francis Filbert in England, brother-in-law of Gillian Charles and Winifred Hall, uncle of many. Many other relatives and close friends, including the Charles family of Saters, the Filbert family of Rosehill, and friends and neighbors of Rosehill, Snellhall, and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Garvis Filbert Charles, also known as Bro and Old 10 Cents of Rosehill, who resided at Snellhall St. Patrick, will take place on Friday, 27th October at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the New Testament Plain Truth Church, Montfendu, St. Patrick, and interment will be at the Marley Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Francis Marast, also known as Frankie, of H.A. Blair Street, St. George's. Passed away on Wednesday, 11th October 2023, at the age of 86. Left to mourn one son, Raphael Marast, daughter-in-law, Alba Marast, two sisters, Louise Salhab and Valerie Johnson, brother-in-law, George Johnson, residing in the USA, nieces and nephews, Genevieve, Jessica, Alfred and Albert Marast, Trevor, Joan, Jennifer, Jeffrey, Nicole, Tracy and Bernard, nieces-in-law, Rona and Daria Marast, nephew-in-law, Alexander Olaoye, cousin Cicely, many other relatives and close friends, too numerous to mention. The funeral of the late Francis Marast, also known as Frankie, of H.A. Blair Street, St. George's, will take place on Friday, 27th October at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses, Green Street, St. George's, and interment will be at the St. George's Centre Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Joseph Andrew, also known as Impose and Newton, of Parkview Grove, St. John, passed away on Friday, 13th October 2023, at the age of 84. The funeral arrangements for the late Joseph Andrew, also known as Impose and Newton, of Parkview Grove, St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Yvonne Juliet Binder of Calavani, St. George, passed away on Sunday, 22nd October 2023, at the age of 59. The funeral arrangements for the late Yvonne Juliet Binder of Calavani, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Rosemary Richards of Woburn, St. George, who resided in the USA, passed away on Monday, October 16th, 2023, at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Rosemary Richards of Woburn, St. George, who resided in the USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Thomas Dennis Abraham, also known as Odans of Dunfermline, St. Andrew, passed away on Thursday, October 19th, 2023, at the age of 76. The funeral arrangements for the late Thomas Dennis Abraham, also known as Odans of Dunfermline, St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Peter Stephen of Vendham, St. George, who resided at Upper Laurelland, St. David, passed away on Tuesday, October 17th, 2023, at the age of 74. The funeral arrangements for the late Peter Stephen of Vendham, St. George, who resided at Upper Laurelland, St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Maria Cape of Bonaire, St. Mark, passed away on Monday, 16th October 2023, at the age of 74. The funeral arrangements for the late Maria Cape of Bonaire, St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Ronald Batiste, also known as Chef, Daddy Roy and Roy, of Marley St. Patrick, who resided at Hills Have Eyes, Tempe, St. George, passed away on Tuesday, October 17th, 2023, at the age of 76. The funeral arrangements for the late Ronald Batiste, also known as Chef, Daddy Roy and Royal, of Marley St. Patrick, who resided at Hills Have Eyes, Tempe, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Sarah Princess Edwards, née Lucas, also known as Mother Sarah of Laborie, St. George, who resided at Mango Grove, St. David, died on Monday, October 16th, 2023, at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Sarah Princess Edwards, née Lucas, also known as Mother Sarah of Laborie, St. George, who resided at Mango Grove, St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Joseph Alexander, also known as Francis, of Montrule Estate, who resided at Montfendu and Snellhall St. Patrick, passed away on Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023 in the United Kingdom, at the age of 89. The funeral arrangements for the late Joseph Alexander, also known as Francis, of Montrule Estate, who resided at Montfendu and Snellhall St. Patrick, for the United Kingdom and Grenada, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home. Jennifer Edwards of Lamode St. George, who resided in Trinidad, died on Tuesday, October 10th, 2023, at the age of 63. The funeral arrangements for the late Jennifer Edwards of Lamode St. George, who resided in Trinidad, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. David Nicholas McFarlane, also known as Puello, of Lauriston, Carriacou, passed away on Saturday, September 30th, 2023, at the age of 64. The funeral arrangements for the late David Nicholas McFarlane, also known as Puello, of Lauriston, Carriacou, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home. Vernus Thomas, also known as Brubru, of Paraclete St. Andrew, died on Sunday, October 8th, 2023, at the age of 61. The funeral arrangements for the late Vernus Thomas, also known as Brubru, of Paraclete St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Celia Peters of Guave St. John passed away on Wednesday, 4th October, at the age of 72. The funeral arrangements of the late Celia Peters of Guave St. John will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home.
In loving memory of Natasha Sylvia Dominic James of Pedmatar St. David, who departed this life and went to be with the Lord on October 23, 2014. We think of you in silence all the time. You wore many hats and left a distinct mark in the lives of all those you came in contact with. You had a zest for life and a passion for your family. Your presence always made us happy with your burst of laughter. Tash, we miss you dearly. You were always a loving and caring person. A day cannot pass and your name is not mentioned. Your memory lives on. God has you in His keeping, but we will always have you in our hearts. Remembering you is easy. We do it every day. But missing you is heartache that never goes away. Tash, we will unite again when we meet in heaven on that great day. We acknowledge the support given by your husband Wilkie James, your mom Sandra Dominic Andrew, Father Michael Bishop, the Dominic, James, Andrew, Bishop, Francis and Louison families, Pastor Selwyn Hailing and members of the Garden of Prayer Church, the management and staff of Republic Bank, the staff of the University of the West Indies Open Campus Marisha House, and all other relatives and friends. Tash, you are greatly missed and will forever be in our hearts. We love you. Funeral arrangements were entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
I am Godwill James, an MD and a member of Gateway Assembly. Medically, death is regarded as an end or a cessation of life. Various groups have different perspectives about death. While some view death as an infeeble form of life, others also regard it as a continuation of life. As a Christian, death is largely regarded as a separation of the soul from the body. So, whichever way one may want to view death, I want to say that may the gentle soul of the departed rest in peace in the bosom of the Lord. Amen.